Is this thing on? There we go. Okay. Another day, another chapter. Here we go. Joseph Bryant here, author of Sharpening the Sword, Get Your Cut, a few other books, and one of your new favorite YouTube entrepreneurs, right? We're working on wrapping up this series of covering chapters from my first book, Sharpening the Sword. Today we are hitting chapter 11. Let's proceed here, shall we? Don't forget, likes, comments, subscriptions, all that good stuff fires me up to make better and better content for you guys. And there's some cool stuff coming down the line here as well. As we made our first real estate multifamily residential purchase, so we'll have some videos of how we upgrade the property and what we're doing with that. And some cool events coming up we'll be covering, so stick around. Stick around. We like you around here, all right? Chapter 11. Ooh, I'm hitting the mic again. Man, I'm bad about that. The Power of Persuasion. Let's talk about one of the most powerful skills you can sharpen that all too many people don't even think about. Persuasion. Persuasion means being able to use your communication skills to help another party to see things your way. The skills of persuading others often catches a bad rap because people tend to associate it with trickery and manipulation with negative intent. Fair. Persuasion is a tool like any other. People can use to take advantage of one another or to help guide someone into a better direction. It should be used to create mutually beneficial situations, in my opinion. Here is an example. Let's say your product is something your prospect would benefit from greatly. Let's imagine that your product or service would greatly reduce their overhead, increase their profit, streamline their process. Imagine the impact this would have on their lives and for their families. Seems like the obvious move to you, right? Often people will resist change or something new. Even if the benefit seems painfully obvious to you, here is an exact situation where your skill of persuasion could benefit all parties involved if you play your cards correctly. There will be moments where you'll seem to have to push past the initial objection and convince your prospect to make the move that's best for them. Seems crazy, right? This is part of human nature. That's why we have personal trainers, mentors, business coaches. We often need an expert who is willing to hit us with straight talk and kick us in the ass when needed. A consultant is hired to steer you or your business in the right direction, kicking and screaming at times if it comes down to it. And of course, the book carries on more about persuasion, why it's important, and how you can hone your persuasion skill. And if you'd like to dive further into that chapter, then you may purchase the book. Link in the descriptions down below. You can find it, of course, Sharpening the Sword. What this chapter means to me and how I came to see things this way. Green tea, great. As many of you know, my first serious entrepreneurial endeavors of the legal variety were involved in the roofing industry. And a lot of it was door-to-door sales. And I found that I had to persuade people what's best for them. So in my roof training, my roof guy training here, I can spot when you're missing shingles, you got a leak coming, I can see your underlayment, I can see potential problems developing. And so many people they have their guard up, they're already shut off, right? They don't even want to hear anything. So when you knock on the door and talk about their roof, I got a lot of the responses I got like, ain't nothing wrong with my roof is fine, get out of here! Right? I mean, maybe I'm being a little exaggerative or a little hyperbolic, but that's fun. So at times I'm thinking, I was scratching my head, I'm not lying. You're missing shingles. I can see your underlayment is actually ripped up, so I can see the wood on your roof. You are literally exposed to the elements. So I had to realize that sometimes people, they're resistant even when you're doing what's best for them. And if you have their true best interest in heart and you're doing business honorably and ethically, then it is almost a duty of yours to help them see the truth. Hey, bud, I know you don't want a roof right now, but if you step out here with me to the yard, you can see the wood of your underlayment that is 100% exposed, will 100% receive rain, and that does create interior damage over time, can create mold. It becomes more of an expensive issue than it needs to be, and if we could just fix your roofing, you don't have to deal with any of that. So I found that I was having to persuade people to do what's best for them. And I don't think that's unique to that industry. So understand that at times persuasion has a bad rap. It's not all about manipulation and negativity, but if it's done from a place of ethical, an ethical foundation, and you're doing business honorably and ethically, then it's a useful tool in your repertoire, because sometimes we all struggle to see what's best for us. So that's just a piece of my chapter of Sharpening the Sword, chapter 11, focusing on persuasion. It is like a secret superpower. I mean, your world changes when you know how to persuade, know how to deploy it at the right time, in the right way, in honorable and ethical fashion. So that's it. If you want the book, again, down in the description below, you can find the links to Sharpening the Sword. You can also find yourself links to get a free stock from WeBull. You sign up, you get a free account, you get a free stock, I get a free stock. Very cool. There's also a link down to the Discord in there. You can join the conversation. I'm growing a community where we share entrepreneur content, real estate videos, investment videos, information, and just whatever kind of fun stuff we're into there. It's pretty cool as well. So again, likes, comments, and subscriptions always fire me up to create better and better content for you guys. And then I think we got 2 more chapters of this book. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read my own book. There's 2 more chapters left, and then we'll finish up this video series. So if you don't want to buy the book, you can just keep checking out these videos and get the gist of it, more or less. So again, guys, Joseph Bryant, wrapping up for the day. This has been Chapter 11, Power of Persuasion, and I will catch you handsome, good-looking devils on the next video.